Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm very excited about today's games. Mechabellum is in an excellent state currently, where there's a ton of room for experimentation, actually. I've been having a blast just throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. So let's get into it and see what we can find. There's not a lot of strategies that you can reliably force every game, but I kind of like that. You don't know what options you'll have until you see the opening cards. After that, though, things can start to take shape very quickly. So that's pretty exciting. The unit cards still throw me for a loop sometimes. They give the opponent a hard counter or vice versa. But that also means we have a lot of opportunities to pivot. So it's kind of a fun trade-off there. So already we're going to get to have a lot of fun here. Marksman Specialist with Marksman Starting Unit. We're going to get to play around with one of the new techs that did not exist last time I played. Well, it existed, but it was a card, so you couldn't really build around it. He's got crawlers, so that's actually a little bit good against this, but still we're going to do it because it's just so much fun. I don't even care whether it works or not, it's just so fun. So we're going to switch on Assault mode for these marksmen. That's going to allow them to tank extremely hard, move quickly, and have splash damage, and they become a very different type of unit. Now the next decision we've got to make is whether we want to spread our offensive out or if we want to just push one side. I think we just want to push one side. We're going to do something like this. A little further out to not be vulnerable to missiles. No, we're gonna go ahead and go to two sides. Yeah, I think I don't want to commit too hard to this. We're already doing something cheeky. We don't need to double it up by doing two things that are cheeky. There's cheeky and then there's gimmicky. Alright, so the fun thing about this is we're not actually buying any tech this round. And so I'm still on the fence of whether I like getting the Assault Marksman this round or getting the Assault Marksman the second round. But for now, I'm staying with this build the way it is. Because it is a really fun way to catch the opponent off guard. So he's Supply Specialist. The Phoenix are going to do pretty well here, so next round we're probably not going to get Marksman. We're going to get probably some... Ooh, he got Fangs. So instead of Fangs, we're going to get some Crawlers, I think. Because these Phoenix are going to unfortunately be able to punch through the armor on these Marksmen pretty well. But look at that, he's just absolutely tanking them for a while. That's fantastic. So... that's what really makes this cool, is this rank 3 marksman. He's just an absolute beast. But we'll see. This one marksman's going to be able to pick off both of these. We're going to do pretty well here, but I think he's still going to clean us up because he's going to be able to get that last marksman very gradually. But really what we're looking to get here is levels on... they're turning around. Yeah, they hit the marksman. Okay. What we're really looking to get here is levels on our own marksman, because the level advantage is what we want to carry us into the late game. So for that reason, I see a lot of players when they're doing this, they then get marksmen of their own. They get additional marksmen very quickly. I don't know if that's the play. I think you want to get just the initial 4 to 6 and then level them up a lot for a while. I like the Wasps here with a very... Ooh, no. Oh, I'm torn between the Wasps or the Stormcallers. No, I like the Wasps here. They're going to be great against the Phoenixes. We're going to have them very delayed. We're going to have them deploy on this side since we already have a strong push on this side. We don't want them to arrive too quickly. And then we really want to just tie up these Phoenixes for as long as possible to buy our marksman time. So I think we get Crawlers here. So that his Phoenixes are firing at the Crawlers rather than firing at our marksmen. And I think we don't do much of anything, No, actually I think one more pack of Crawlers is going to be good here. We've got an opportunity to tie up his Phoenixes back there. I think we're going to do that. Okay, the Crawlers were a great choice since he went ahead and grabbed the Stormcallers. So the Crawlers are going to tie up his Stormcrawlers for quite a while there. Now next round, I think we're going to need speed on these Crawlers. I put them a little too far back. but we can fix that by getting Mechanical Rage. So we're going to get that tower. That's great. I would like it if we get that tower before we lose any more of these wasps, because that is our only anti-air right now. And he has one Phoenix left. But I think this is good. The Phoenix is going to be tied down, and we're going to be able to clean it up with these wasps. Oh, wait, target switch. Okay, we're good, though. Fantastic. So, yeah, we had a good read there. The Stormcallers were a good call on his part. That's going to force us to get range on our marksman pretty quickly here. Intensive training is a great choice here. That's going to allow us to go ahead and get this side real beefy real fast. And then, like I mentioned, we want to go ahead and get Mechanical Rage so that we get these crawlers into contact with those Phoenixes and Stormcrawlers as fast as possible here. I think we're probably not going to hold on to these sledgies for too long. They don't really serve too much of a purpose here. They're just a little bit of extra buffer right now. If I were him, I'd probably... Mustangs probably would be the play if I were him. We're going to need 500 for range. So then the question is, do we bank? I don't think we bank. I think we keep our momentum here. So we're going to do this. I'm really liking how our left side's looking, so we're going to strengthen it that much more. And we're going to put these actually quite a bit up, just to make absolutely sure that we have something soaking the initial volleys. With Mechanical Rage, we don't need it that far. Well, no, if he grabs the range upgrade, we do. So we're going to go ahead and put them like this. Ooh, but then that's going to make the sledgies eat this shot. Okay, we'll put them like that. He did not. What did he get? That's a good missile. But what did he get for his new units? I think he banked. I don't see any new units. I'm pretty sure he banked this round. So by that I mean, for anyone who's new to the game, he's not spending anything this round, at least that I can see, so that he can have a very strong round next turn. So he's going to make a big tech switch next turn. So he's basically he's counting on us getting a clean sweep on this round, so that he can come in really strong next round. That kind of makes me like Giant Hunter here. It's a bit of a gamble, but since he banked, it really does tell me he's probably going to want giant units. And we've shown a lot of crawlers and a tech on the crawlers, so he's really motivated towards... Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and get Giant Hunter here. Okay, so we need to get range on these marksmen. That is a must. Now the question is, do we go ahead and sell sledgies this round? I think we do. Let's go ahead and sell the sledgies on the right side. Oh, no, he got an extra pack of fangs. He got 2 extra packs of fangs. Wow, we just cleaned him up so fast. I didn't even notice. Okay, so he didn't bank. Maybe that Giant Hunter was a misread on my part. We'll see what happens. So we got range. I think we go ahead and just get 2 more marksmen here. And what we're going to do here is we're going to set something up a little cheeky. Phoenixes are a problem, though. Yeah, we're not gonna do this quite yet. We're gonna do it like this for now. We want the game to go on long enough that we can get the shooting squad. Okay, he did get the Vulcan. Okay, even though he didn't bank, my read was correct. So I'm happy with that. We're gonna get a lot of mileage out of Giant Hunter here. And the range means we're not getting cooked by that Vulcan like we normally would. So we need to kill both Vulcans each round if at all possible. As long as we kill both Vulcans each round, come on, one more shot, one more shot. Oh my god. That is unfortunate. Look at that, there's just a sliver of life left. So I'm really thinking shield on the wasps. He hasn't gotten anything to deal with air chaff yet. The phoenixes don't deal with air. They do in the current state, but the moment... Ooh, that laser sights is fantastic. The moment I get shield on these wasps, those phoenixes are hard counter. So we're going to pump him up, get him laser sights, and he's an absolute beast now. Yeah, we're going to do shield, and then we're going to do one more pack of wasps. It's not a difficult thing for him to counter. He needs to get mustangs, and the fact that he's been skipping mustangs is giving me a little bit of a window of opportunity here to have some fun. And then one more marksman over here on the left side. I do want to start getting some pressure here on the sides. And then I think we are going to go ahead and upgrade this tank, these sledges temporarily. We'll sell them and we'll get the upgrade cost back. The alternative is... No, we're going to do both. I like that we have a good trade up here for now. And then we're going to upgrade the sledges. Okay, he's going harder into Phoenix, which makes our wasps fantastic. I still don't like that we're not getting a guaranteed kill on that Vulcan over there, but we'll see what happens here. I think this guy might be able to carry us to victory now. Just his range is so good now. Yeah, look at that. We're getting a great trade up there. They're going to clean up probably 2.5 packs, maybe even all 3 packs. They are going to clean up all 3 packs. Absolute monsters up there. I don't like that they pathed down there. I was really hoping they were going to go to the tower next. They did not. But this left side is so incredibly favorable. I think we're pretty happy with this round either way. Because these phoenixes no longer are going to be able to deal with this marksman. You'll notice, even though he's got range on his phoenixes, because we've got the laser sights, we're able to do pretty well on range there. Fantastic. So now we're going to want a couple packs of fangs, I think, even though he's into... ooh. No. I think we want Sabertooths, because his best play here right now for dealing with our chaff on the ground, well, I don't know. We've got fangs, or wasps, so he's got to deal with air chaff as well. There's a lot of potential plays here. The hacker is the safe bet, actually. We're going to go the hacker. We're going to get range on it. Going to continue pumping up. What is his name? What is his name? We can't use Timmy. If he's Timmy, he's just going to die outright. We're going to keep pumping up. I don't know what we call him. John Wick? He is John Wick. So we'll just call him John. We'll keep pumping up John. And now I think we're getting to the point here where we can start committing a little bit harder to massing out marksmen, because eventually, once we get shooting squad, they're going to be a huge force multiplier. So we want 1 pack of fangs. We don't want to commit too hard. We just want enough that we can get some upgrades on him. He's probably going to get something up there to deal with those crawlers, otherwise he's in a lot of trouble. So we're just going to add a little more here just to tie him down. 1 more marksman. Ooh, and I think we're going to be a little bit greedy here. We're going to go ahead and get that. We're going to get shooting squad. We're going to get the range upgrade. We're going to get the speed upgrade. And that is going to give us a very clean round here, hopefully. He also took the hacker and range. That's a good call. But he still does not have a response to my wasps. Basically, his hacker is the response to my wasps, to our wasps. He needs to hack things that will clean up the wasps, which, you know, my marksman give him a great target here. But the shooting squad is going to really get a lot done here. We're going to be able to have a ton of chaff out as we continue to add more marksmen. You got 2 towers, so that's a bit rough. But John's doing work. John cannot be stopped. He's going to get 2 levels this round. And he does... Oh, no, he hasn't equipped. Of course he does. I think I kind of want to just make the hacker an absolute beefcake this round. Let's do that. Super heavy armor on the hacker. We're going to double upgrade John again. Make sure he just keeps on carrying us to victory. And that also means he's summoning 5... He's spawning 5 level 8 fangs. So, those are no joke. Now we're going to get range on the fangs, because I want them to trade a little more favorably with the Vulcan. Alright. Looking good. If he goes ahead and drops smoke, I think we need shields here. I think we actually don't drop any more units this round. Or we sell... No, let's do this. Couple shields. Because I think his play here is to drop smoke right there, try and shut down our big marksman, and then we're in trouble for 2 rounds. But by doing this, we're anticipating that, and we're hopefully buying enough time to go ahead and finish this up. On that note, let's go ahead and get real aggressive here, because I feel like we're in a very favorable position. We're going to go ahead and really go for a big cleanup this round. Shields were a good call. He didn't grab the smoke, so we'll still get some value out of these shields, but it's not nearly as good as it would have been. We need some more chaff over here, because he's getting the steal on that marksman, which is what's getting him the tower kill over there. So we're going to get some more chaff over there next. So we're right now just hoping John continues to carry us through. And I might even, since he's going to level up again potentially, I might even want quick reload on him. So we've got our beefcake hacker, and we've got John Wick. He stole John Wick, so this round's going to go to him, unfortunately. The hackers are paying off big time for him. I think speed specialist is the way to go here. So I think we need chaff, and we need to go ahead and get the quick reload so that we can clean up the chaff that he steals. We're killing his Vulcans quick, so that's not the issue. But we really need to shut down him stealing our marksman so quickly. So let's get a little more forward chaff, because what's happening is he's starting the hack before the shooting squad summons in, so the shooting squad's not providing cover from it. He still doesn't really have a response to the wasps, but we just haven't had an opportunity to get more of them, which is a bit unfortunate. And then I think we just go ahead and get attack here. He got such a big round last turn. I really felt like we were in a good shape here, but now it's looking a bit up in the air. Okay, there we go. Now his hacker's not making contact. I was giving away way too much over there. I should have caught that sooner. Come on, steal him back. Hacker wars. We might have actually needed more hackers too. Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to take this with hackers. We were in a great spot, but I've seen this before on the other end of it too. Assault marksmen do seem to be pretty well countered by hackers. Well, that's okay. We could have prepared better for that. I think the biggest play there is we should have pushed the wasps more. He never really did get out a response to the wasps. I think if we would have done like anti-ground on the wasps after getting the shields and just pumped out a few more packs of wasps, it would have prevented him from going so hard into hackers. But sometimes you get that idea of a strat in mind and you just want to push it as far as you can. But the assault marksman, keeping those going was not the play there. We're in a good shape just having them at maybe 2 techs. I like the marksman specialist here. Yeah, marksman specialist is good. We're not going to do anything with assault marksman in this game. Unless we really see an opening for it. We'll see. But I just like having such a versatile open here where we've got 4 versatile units already. So we're covered against air if we need it. Now what do we want to splash in here? He's got to buy chaff next. So I think we go ahead and get a couple of arc lights. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't buy chaff. So now it's just a matter of getting a decent spread so that we're not losing too much to splash. That looks good. Alright, yeah, so the arc lights were good. We're going to be able to clean up those crawlers quickly, and that's going to free up our storm crawlers to do the real damage. And I like that we're up against Giant Specialist here. It means we're going to get a lot of value out of our marksman. We might not get a single other marksman, but this guy's going to really disincentivize him getting giant units too early. Let me know what you guys think on that last game, what I could have done. Another thing I was thinking is I could have just matched him hacker for hacker. I honestly think matching him hacker for hacker probably also would have been very favorable for us. Because we already had such a huge advantage. Anyways, we're playing this game, not the last game. So let's see. We've got good positioning for a missile drop here. We can clean up the tanks and the crawlers with the missile. Deployment Specialist is tempting, but I think this is going to be a game where we want to go into heavier units. Well, let's go ahead and do a missile right about here. And that'll get us a nice 300 supply kill for one missile. Arc lights are a nice safe bet here. And then we can bank 200 to go into heavier units, probably Scorpions next round. Otherwise, maybe we do go ahead and get a couple more marksmen. Let's go with the marksmen. The marksmen have a little bit of overlap with Stormcallers, though, in this case. Now, I want marksmen in case he goes for fast overlord. Let's go ahead and do a couple marksmen here. And that's also then going to give us a little more air coverage for when we go into Scorpion next round. Big boom. Oh, that's good. They nerfed missile, I think, a little bit because it used to one-shot sledges. Very precisely nerfed it to allow sledges to survive. But we'll clean that up pretty quickly. Unfortunately, he's very slowly chewing on that tower, but I think we're going to get all the cleanup we need before that happens. And even with the tower debuff, this guy's going to tank for a little bit. Alright, looking good. So the only thing that's giving me a bit of pause... Well, let's first decide on this. I think I like the wasps here. He doesn't yet shoot up. I really like the wasps here. His best play is probably... He's got to go the wasp for the phoenix because he doesn't have anything to hit air right now. Unless he's going to buy something. Alternatively, what kind of shenanigans can we pull with these phoenixes? We could put him in the back line and do pretty well. And then move him out. Let's do the phoenixes. We're going to put them in the back and try and snipe the tower this round. And we've got cover against that. We've got a couple marksmen here. There's enough crawlers on the field. I'm not actually sure how I feel about scorpions yet. I think his lack of anti-air tells me wraiths are the play, actually. And if he did take the phoenixes, then at least we still matched him for phoenix. Alright, and actually these wraiths need to get a little further back. That is a mistake I make. They're a large unit, so I always assume they're slow, but they're actually 12 meters a second. They're pretty speedy. And we really don't want them too far up. Otherwise they get sniped by Phoenix real fast without a lot of chaff. Alright, I think that's good. Yeah, let's see what happens. He took he took the fortress? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that, I mean, I'll accept it, I guess. I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. Yeah, I guess he just kind of forgot that he has no anti-air. So we're going to get a lot of work done with these wraiths. This one's going to level for sure. This one probably won't, but we really just need 1 or 2 levels on these wraiths before they start to really get so tanky. Yeah, he kind of made a card pick like I would have made a couple weeks ago when I was first getting used to these new unit cards. Kind of take something that synergizes with what you currently have without considering what the other person's going to pick. Ah, he didn't level. Big sad. Ooh, another missile strike. Yeah, he's actually set me up even further for a missile strike, so we're going to just keep hitting that spot. Ooh, that one has a level on it. We're going to hit that. And we're just going to keep hitting this until he bubbles. We can splash a little bit into that fortress. A little further back just to make absolutely certain we hit the crawlers, since those are leveled crawlers. Alright, well, so first things first, he's gonna put something over there, so we're gonna be real cheeky. We're just gonna do one of these. This upgrade allows us to move the unit. We're just gonna swap it right over there, and we'll see if he reads that. I think Degenerate Beam is kind of the way to go here. Yeah, Degenerate Beam is just so good right now. And now that he grabbed the fortress, Scorpion's a good play now. So we're going to get a Scorpion to match up against that fortress. And then we need more chaff to buy time for the Wraith and the Scorpion. So we're going to get another... Ooh, no, he's into... Now we can't tech over to... Can't tech over to crawlers, so we are going to have to do another pack of fangs, even though he's in storm crawlers. We'll do them a little further out here, just to make sure we're not eating extra splash. In fact, we want the Scorpion also to be a little bit scattered here. Okay, now he's going into air. And he didn't respond to the Phoenix. We're going to be able to swap back over again. Oh my god. Okay, we're just going to keep hot swapping that Phoenix back and forth, and I mean, this is going to be great because they're going to kill the Overlords. Not quite as good as them killing a tower, but pretty close. And now they'll kill a tower. It's so weird when your delta, when your MMR delta is as wild as mine is, just because I've been experimenting so much. Like last game, we were playing against a guy who had it down like a science, you know? Like his responses were really good. And then now we're playing against someone who, you know, he's just kind of experimenting, kind of like I am. So you get very different games from one to the next when your delta's this high. Alright, well, he's got a giant unit. Giant Hunter's tempting. Oh no, you know what? Skill Specialist is just too cheeky. We're going to be dropping missiles every round now, I think. So, we're just going to do this. It's just going to keep swapping him. We could even get a beacon and do a little scoot and shoot. I don't know if we're quite there yet. We'll see what happens. If I was him, I would bubble this side, but he hasn't bubbled yet, so we're going to go ahead and see what happens. Okay. I think we probably want siege mode on the Scorpion. Yeah. We're going to want another Scorpion over here. Since we did invest in an upgrade, we want to get the most out of it. Siege mode's going to allow them to really deal with these Stormcallers well. And then, since he grabbed that Overlord, like another Phoenix over here just to make sure we're dealing with the Overlord. Okay, now he's bubbling. Now he's paying the troll toll. And even though these are going to die pretty quickly, they're pulling his units away, which is still going to be great. It's going to give our Wraiths a lot of time to tie them down with Degenerate Beam. And we're still going to have these Wraiths over here. That guy has, yeah, fortresses are just tanky. It always surprises me just how tanky they can be. I was looking at them seeing if you had any equipment on it, but that's just fortresses doing fortress things. So this is where that marksman is really paying off. We're going to still probably get a... Oh no, Stormcaller's got him. Big sad. So now we're going to have to really invest into countering these. We're going to pull our Phoenixes back. We're going to get range on the Phoenixes. Because now we need to completely focus on countering this Overlord switch. The melting points do that pretty well. He has no tech on them yet. Sabertooths also do that pretty well. Even though they don't shoot up, they have an upgrade that allows them to point defense the missiles. But I think we're going to go ahead and do the melting points still. And I think I like, in this case, I like pushing one side a little harder. Alright, so we're going to pull the Phoenixes back, especially since he's committed some fangs to the back line there. Missile is going to now, we'll just hit right about there. If we can get 2 packs of Brawlers and the Arclight, that's pretty good. And then I think range and more marksmen. Either that or range on the Phoenixes, but I think yeah, giving the marksman a little more leeway against these Stormcallers is the better way to go. And then we're really just going to push this side harder if we can. Actually, this is late enough. Let's go ahead and also push for a win here. See if we can hit... See if we can catch those sledgies moving out of the range of that shield. Right about there. I think it'll hit the crawlers, but we'll see what happens. You got anti-air missiles on the fortress. Okay. Ah, we missed the second pack of Stormcallers a bit. Or crawlers a bit. That's okay though. I'd like to get some more abilities just to continue to make the most out of this ability cooldown card we've got, but we'll see what happens. Dual melting point on this side is going to be great, as long as we're buying enough time on the right side. These melting points are going to get a lot of experience so we can get range on them next round. We just really need, there we go, okay. Love to see one level on that. Nope, not happening. That's okay. Once we get range on them, they're going to level up real fast. And we might actually just be able to clean up this next round. We'll see. Cannot counter chickens before they've hatched. Another skill specialist. Oh, that's so... It's so gimmicky, but we would be dropping 2 missiles every round if we take that. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's just too cute. Okay, there we go. Missiles. So he's going to probably bubble there. This is looking pretty good again. I just got to be a little further up to make sure we hit the front crawlers. So like maybe there. And you know what, just in case he doesn't bubble, no, you know what, I'd rather the guaranteed damage. So let's do like here as well. 2 missiles every turn. That's too fun. So like right about there. And then range on the melting points. Definitely upgrade him. Definitely get that. Definitely upgrade the Phoenixes. At some point we might want to get range on them, but not quite yet. Having them come in from the corner actually would be pretty good here. Let's do that. Just to give a little higher probability of them targeting that Overlord. And then what do we want to buy really quick? I think a 3rd melting point actually. A 3rd melting point over here. Alright. Ah! He bubbled. Alright, we still got something out of it. Yeah, it's a good missile still. So he's tying us back over there. That's really good. Tying us up over there. We're gonna need to missile that next round. I think he's got this round. We've got plenty of buffer though. Yeah, I think we lose that tower here in just a minute when those Stormcallers get into range, unfortunately. Come on, push forward, push forward. Something to soak those Stormcallers. No, not happening. And there they go. Alright, so that's alright. And actually, these melting points perform really well still with tower debuff. They're still going to kill that fortress. So we're going to missile over here next turn. And he took deployment specialist, so he does not have a missile this turn. Ugh. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! We got too greedy playing around. Oh no! Oh, this is why we can't have fun, guys. That was a tragedy. Oh my god, we had that in the bag, but got too greedy playing around with it. Alright. The double missiles was still fun. I couldn't help it. I should have bubbled. I didn't see he got a missile as well. Alright. I don't really like any of these picks, honestly. I'll take the speed specialist, just because it does give us versatility with the Mustangs. And then we're probably going to need... We've got crawlers already to deal with the Stormcallers. Man, we've got plenty of buffer. We'll be fine. 3,500 buffer. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and... We're already dealing with both Fangs and Crawlers really well, so now about kind of what do we think he's going to get. I'm tempted to get more Crawlers, honestly. Let's do that. That's going to be all the Crawlers we buy for this game, but I think his best bet is to get Arc Lights. And so we're then wanting to buy time for the Mustangs to deal with the Arc Lights. And I think we can't, yeah, we can't deploy on the sides yet, otherwise I'd put these on the sides. So let's actually pull these back a little bit further. We really want the Mustangs to be arriving at the same time. Let's pull these in a little more so that they're not setting up the Stormcallers to hit the Mustangs. Pull these in a little more as well. Just to make sure that these Stormcallers are getting as little value as possible for him. Yeah, so we got the Arc Lights, that's the good play. And then next round, I'm not sure what we want next round. So the nice thing here is his Arc Lights are not covering his Stormcallers as well as they should be. We got a really good cleanup on the right side there as a result. I think range on the Mustangs is really strong. And I'm not going to get a level. I'm not sure what we go. I mean, based on what he has on the field, more crawlers is great, but it's just so easy to counter. My crawlers are getting experience. I think subsidized crawler here is probably good. Let's do that. And this is what I hate with an opening like this, is it just doesn't feel like there's a lot of... More Mustangs is good. That gets... Just not a lot of switches that I really prefer here. Let's get some marksmen. It's going to help a bit with cleaning up those arc lights a little faster. And then we'll bang for an upgrade next turn. Okay, he did get more arc lights. So the Mustangs would have been the wrong play. Arc lights deal with Mustangs pretty well. And then next round, I think range on the Mustangs is a good one. The positioning on these marksmen could be better. Scorpion's great here. Yeah, let's do Scorpion. Get an upgrade and one more Scorpion. We can go really far up with these. Yeah, maybe a little further back. Especially since we're speed specialists. We just want to make sure they're not taking shots from the Stormcallers right off the gate. And then I think one more marksman on the outside here. With the Scorpions as well. He did not get range on the Scorpions though, so that's good for us. And Scorpions have a little bit of trouble with crawlers compared to tanks. They just don't quite clean them up as fast. But the important thing is we're locking in on his Scorpions when he's still firing at our chaff, which is great. Oh yeah, that's a good cleanup. I've found the big thing I've kind of taken away from the last few days is just kind of getting a feel for positioning on Scorpions. Positioning is so huge for them. Positioning and just kind of knowing when you need an upgrade advantage versus when you can have them just tank. Like in that case, the upgrade advantage was huge. None of these are tempting. Actually, mobilized battleship is really good. He's only got fangs up front. Let's go ahead and do that. Do we want a corner? I think we want a corner. And we've got marksman, so if he does mobilize battleship, we're in still decent shape. But I think we might want to buy a little time here just in case. Because now we're really just wanting to get these Scorpions leveled up so they can start carrying us a bit. Especially if he intends to go carry Arclight. Scorpions deal with carry Arclight really well. Yeah, so let's do a marksman here. Tempted to get another Scorpion since he's all ground right now. Let's get another Scorpion. And now let's go ahead and get an upgrade. He did not call in the battlecruiser. Battlecruiser, not battlecruiser, Overlord. So that's going to give us a great round here to continue leveling up these scorpions. And then all we got to do is just not throw it away. It's been a day of throwaways so far. Let's turn that around. And that is okay. Sometimes it's better to have fun than to win. I'd rather do both, though. I actually originally was not a fan of siege mode because of the damage reduction, but what it does is it secures them experience each round. And as they establish a level advantage, that 40% damage reduction no longer matters because they're one-shotting everything anyways. So yeah, it's, especially once they get a couple levels in, it's like, 40%, what's 40%? I think I like just maintaining momentum with Underground Threat, but he's got a lot of arc lights. Okay, Underground Threat is a great pick for him. It is not a great pick for us. Extended Range Marksman is fantastic for us, though. So we need to find what we're going to do to deal with his Underground Threat. I can't foresee him picking anything else right now, since it's going to tie up my Scorpions for so long. More Mustangs would do that, and then range next turn on the Mustangs. Oh, I gotta remember, these upgrade for free now. Okay. Yeah, I think more Mustangs. He did not get levels on the Scorpions, so these Scorpions are gonna start popping off now. Let's just do that. A couple more packs of Mustangs. We're Speed Specialist, right? Yeah. Let's do like this. That way if he's in the center, we're not getting immediately spawned on. What did he pick? He picked Extended Range Marksman? Alright, it's been a surprising day. He took Extended Range Marksman and bought one Marksman. He did take siege mode on his Scorpions. So now we're Scorpion versus Scorpion. But with this level advantage, we're looking pretty good. Oh, look at that. Almost one-shot it. Looking great. Even with the debuff, just one-shot all those Stormcallers. Fantastic. Alright, so if he wants to match me Scorpion for Scorpion, I'm good with that. I think we're going to come out really strong here, just for the level advantage. And also, since we now know he's trading, yeah, we're going to hold off on the range on the Mustangs. They're effectively slightly more expensive chaff right now. If I were him, Elite Phoenix would be good, but actually we got a few marksmen. Okay, either way, Portable Shield going on. This is going to be more upgraded, so Portable Shield going on this guy. We want another Scorpion. Yeah. I think we want more range. It's rare that I get both of them. Alternatively, we could grab Acid Attack and really clean up fast, but I think just continuing to outrange him is a good play here. Let's do that. And since he's investing more into Scorpions, I think actually more Crawlers. Like, yeah, they're going to tie up, they're going to get killed by Stormcrawlers, or by Arc Lights pretty quickly, but they're going to tie up a couple extra shots, and that's really all we're worried about right now. Alright, he also got more range, so right now we're trading really well. He got shield on the Fangs, which is great. That's a very good move on his part. It slows down our clear quite a bit. I still feel like Crawlers are a little better in this scenario, but we'll find out. Oh, so beautiful when you get the entire pack like that. Alright, so the important thing is we're going blow for blow against all these versus some of them switching over to the tower. Like, obviously he got a tower because he got his kill first, but he didn't get the tower before he got the kill on the right side. Alright, as long as we continue out leveling him, I'm feeling happy with this. I think maybe actually more chaff though is pretty good here. Ooh, what's your anti-air look like? 1 marksman. That does not cut the mustard, sir. Let's do the overlords. We have to keep upgrading these scorpions. This side, I think, needs more chaff, because this scorpion's losing the trade pretty hard. That guy's now rank 3. And I think the fangs are great, too, because they're going to arrive a little slower. And then I think Overlord Artillery is the way to go here. It's tempting to go ahead and get Photon Emission instead, but man, it's tough. If he had more marksmen, Photon Emission would be better. But right now I think the Overlords are going to just clean up. Let's do Overlord Artillery. And one more Overlord. This side a little harder? No, we gotta shut down that scorpion over on this side, so we'll do this side a little harder. Alright, we'll see what we get. He went acid attack. He did get the overlords. But I'm feeling pretty good about this. Ooh, that's a problem. So how did he not fire at my crawlers there? Interesting. He got opening shots there without firing at my crawlers. That's trouble. That's trouble. So we're going to need a couple fangs up front next round. It's been going on for 2 rounds. I just didn't notice it. Lag? I don't know. We got a battle Overlord drop this round. Tank production line's pretty good here, especially since one of these leveled up. And we need fangs here. And I think now is a good time to go ahead and get energy shield on them. Leveling these up is going to mean we can trade pretty well with that arc light. And I don't think we really want to drop this Overlord in. Actually, it could drop in here pretty well. Let's do that. Snipe one of those. Maybe like this. See if we can tie up. Yeah, this will tie up 2 packs. Like this will do pretty well. And then yeah, range on the overlords and range upgrade. Nuke! He's anticipating he's got the win. We'll see what happens. Come on, just finish it off. There we go, there we go. Alright, so big nuke. We still got a lot of damage done already on the right side. And we still kept one of our scorpions, which is great. It's going to be up to whether we can take out that battleship before it gets... before they get the tower. Alright, so I don't think he's got enough to clean us up, though. We'll see, it's going to be close. Nope, just barely. And that nuke kind of put them all in that round. So, what am I going to do with that advantage? Despite Wispy's best efforts, the consumption continued to get out of hand. Did you know I think more Overlords is not the play. No, we traded out. Yeah, so more Overlords is not the play. Maybe Launcher Overlord is good, though. Wraith's going to be great here. He's still pretty light on anti-air. So we'll do Wraith with Degenerate Beam. Another Wraith with Degenerate Beam over here. Make sure we get that upgrade. And possibly another Scorpion. A Scorpion. On this side. And now, yeah, I think I want to make sure this cleans up quickly. Alright, let's see how we do. He also took the race, but he took regen. Alright, good. Yeah, we didn't get tied up too much back there, and that's the important thing. We need our chaff to get out before his scorpions target my two center scorpions. We're going to still be able to clean that up pretty quickly because of our overlords. So even though he took the regen, it's not really paying off all that much. Like a good round for us. I don't know if we're going to quite take it. I don't think we will. Be close. Yeah, not quite. What a close game. Alright, more levels on the Overlord looks good. Ooh, another tank production line looks really good. I think that's actually better than the Senior Attack Specialist. Oh, that's tough. That's real tough. Nah, Senior Attack Specialist is just too important at this stage of the game. Now that we've got some levels on the Overlords, I think it's time to go ahead and launch our Overload. And let them carry us to victory here. Alright, so I don't think we get any units this round. I think we just make sure we're topped up. If we do get units, it's just going to be some extra chaff, I think. But I think we've got more value in... We've got more value in sentry missiles right now. We'll make sure this side gets cleaned up a little faster. Alright, looking good. He went in heavier on Overlords. Interesting. He does technically outrange us now since we took Launcher Overload, but we're going to be just chewing through him so fast with Launcher Overload. And his outrange is... Oh, no, actually... Yeah. So he does very slightly outrange us. But yeah, look at how just quick they're just wrecking his line. We might even get in there before the degen beam wears off. Nice. Oh, he's staying alive. Look at that. Wraith that never dies. Good stuff. I'm noticing a trend. We seem to kind of come in with a lot of momentum, and then we lose that momentum. So I got to pay more attention to how the mid game is transitioning a little better. But that's also kind of just the nature of this game these days. It used to be, before the unit cards, once you establish momentum, it was very easy to maintain it typically. But those unit cards have really kind of made it a whole different game. It's much more swingy now. Alright. Am I an elite specialist here? I don't often like a Phoenix opening, but elite specialist gives us a little more flexibility. We can do 2 elite arc lights. Let's do that. Phoenix openings tend to die pretty hard to chaff, but with 2 level 2 arc lights, that's not the case. And that's going to be great for the Phoenixes as well. There's 2 big targets right there already. So we want the Phoenixes to arrive late enough that the Fangs are soaking the Marksman. And then we're going to do... positioning is a little tough on this side. We're going to do the arc light behind the Fangs, just to make absolutely certain the Marksmen don't target it. In fact, we're going to do like this. We really don't want it to push too fast. A bit like that. These can go up a bit. And then arc light here. Elite Specialist does tend to start a little bit slow. But in this case, I'm feeling pretty good about it. And he took Fangs. So the arc lights were a good choice. We'll get a good quick cleanup on the Fangs, which will open up our Phoenixes to do some real damage before they die. And the Marksmen are pretty much nullified for a while. Yeah, nice quick cleanup on the Fangs. Excellent. And the other nice thing is this, you'll notice this rank 2 arc light is actually doing significant damage to the sledgehammers. Rank 1 versus rank 1, the arc light just tickles them. But rank 2 versus rank 1, they're actually a pretty decent counter to sledges. So for us opening up Elite Specialist, even if we just break even here, like we did, I think that's fantastic. Look at that. No one loses points. Everyone's happy. His pick here is probably the Typhoon, maybe the Stormcaller. My pick, I think, is the Hacker. Especially with him into sledgies. If he goes Stormcaller, the Hacker ties up the Stormcallers a lot. And the only reason he'd go Typhoon is if he's really worried about me building heavily into these Phoenixes, but I might even just sell them. Okay. Hacker it is. And we're going to get... Ooh, do we want range on the Hacker, though? It's a little early. A little bit early. I didn't think about the resource. It's very early to get a Hacker unit card. Normally, I like to get range the moment the Hacker comes out. That's a conundrum. Alright, I think we're going to do something a little different here. I do like how the arc lights are performing right now. They do reasonably well as long as they're spread out if he takes the Stormcallers. The only thing I'd be worried about is the Rhino, but the Rhino just doesn't seem like a great pick for him. And then we're going to have a little fun this round. We're really just trying to buy a little time. Even if we sell these Phoenixes off later, it's only a 50 supply upgrade. Quick. Ah, we got it in time. He did take the Stormcallers, so that little cheeky flank back there is going to pay off huge. And I'm glad I didn't invest more into Hackers, because without range, they get rocked by the Stormcallers. And this is going to buy a little time for this Hacker to level up. I'm not a huge fan of level 1 Hackers. I really took that card for the tech, not for the unit itself. Alright, so next, first decision we need to make is improved firepower control system on the Hacker is going to be fantastic. First decision we need to make is where do the Phoenixes go? I think down here's good. Do we upgrade them? Probably not. I still am leaning towards selling them. Range, especially since we got the firepower control system, I think range is a must now. Even though that means we're only dropping 1 unit this turn. Unless we sell one of the Phoenixes. Let's sell one of the Phoenixes. They're really just there at this point to get them a little bit paranoid about the sides. And I only need one of them for he doesn't really have any response to crawlers right now, so let's get crawlers. Let's do this one a little more inside. Since we only have one pack of fangs. Feeling good about this. I don't see anything else to go with here. A little further back. Looking good. Vulcan, that was a good read. And so we got him to waste 100 supply, which is great. We can now move the Phoenix down here, and it's still going to be out of range of that. The important thing, though, is our crawlers are doing what we need them to do. They're tying down the storm crawlers, and actually that Vulcan is not going to... Yeah, that Vulcan's not going to be in range of the crawlers. We might pick up a kill there. Not quite. But the important thing there is we stole the Vulcan. So that attack bonus on the hacker is already huge. He's got still one more unit that can shoot up, but I'm hoping we're going to be able to... Yeah, he doesn't yet have range on the marksman. We're going to be able to steal that marksman if we need to. So I may still go ahead and take an upgrade on this remaining pack of Phoenixes. It's not a long-term commitment since we can recycle it if we need to. Electromagnetic Blast is... Well, he doesn't have tech, but I still like the slow on it. It's tempting. He probably doesn't take mobilized battleship unless he's anticipating we're going to sell the remaining 2 Phoenixes. We've also got a good missile strike. Let's just missile strike. Got a good missile strike right here. No need to waste resources, especially because we can now Phoenix over here and get decent damage in over there. So I am still a little bit worried about the mobilized battleship. The Phoenixes are only anti-air. And I want to stay a little bit versatile here. The Fangs are anti-air, but they don't really count with the Stormcallers out. So let's do a couple marksmen. We're really kind of diversifying here, but that's okay. And it's a good time to go ahead and upgrade the Phoenix. And 300 remaining. Our arc lights are doing decent work. Let's go ahead and get range on. The missile strike. He thought the Phoenix was going to stay there. Ugh. And the marksman stays alive. Fantastic. Alright, he took the missiles. That's a pretty good play. Took the incendiary bomb. It doesn't, like, it deals with my chaff, but it doesn't deal with our hacker, which is the big threat. The hacker and the Phoenix right now are the big threat relative to what he has on the field. And the other thing about incendiary bomb is because the fire rate is so low, like, it fires a huge cluster and then there's a huge delay. If Sabertooths ever come out, they're a hard counter. Like, he won't get any bomb hits as a result. But right now, I'm not even really too worried about the incendiary bomb. We've got enough different units that can deal with it. We can get shield on the hacker if we need to. We might even get a couple extra hackers because that one's performing so well already. Another missile strike's fine. Let's go ahead and missile strike this side. I do want to hit where he hasn't seen us hit before. And then as long as he's going to stay... he's got a marksman there now, so he did respond to that one. Let's go ahead and put this one back down here. Right in the corner to see if it can get a good line on those storm callers. And we do have some potential for carry arc light. Elite specialist is fantastic for carry arc light. I think hackers right now are a good play though. Along with, I'm always going to want to call them point defense drones, even though they're not point defense drones. Along with a couple missile interceptors to deal with the incendiary bombs. And then attack just to get our hackers hacking a little faster. Good. He took the missile bombardment. Alright. So that's going to make this pretty favorable for him, especially if he takes out one of these hackers. Oh, I'm getting lucky. Okay, there we go. He takes out both of the hackers. This hacker's going to get some work done. The incendiary bomb, though, is still a bit of a problem. He's slowly dying. We're going to get 2 hacks out of this guy, though. So we're still going to get quite a bit of damage done. But he dies. And since he went ahead and took the missile bombardment, I'm okay with us falling a little bit behind here. The one downside with hackers, though, is they do give experience to the unit they hacked. So he's actually getting experience on these Vulcans. That's alright. So he's really committed to these Vulcans. His anti-air is... What's his anti-air like? Overlords... He's got marksman. He's got levels on the marksman. Okay. That's solid. The Overlords aren't necessarily the play here. I don't see a reason not to go Rhino here. A really forward Rhino. Well, not really forward. Maybe like... I really just wanted to put the incendiary bombs out of position. So this guy can come back over here because he actually did not add another marksman to deal with it. Let's put it here to soak up 2 incendiary bombs in the center. I think shield on the hackers is big. 2 more packs of hackers. And then... I don't think I need that. I need that there. And then... That will enable us to upgrade the arc light. And I think now that we've shown hackers, we're going to go ahead and move into carry arc light. He's not going to be remotely prepared for carry arc light, and carry arc light does really well against Vulcans. So if this round he's still alive afterwards, then we move into carry arc light. Oh, those wasps are actually a great play, since we don't have anti-air yet on the arc lights. Oh yeah, look at him, look at him. He's soaking so much. Beautiful, even got a marksman out of it. Oh man, just completely tied them up forever. I'm gonna get 2 hacks out of that. I'm gonna probably get all, yep, I'm gonna get all 3 of those Vulcans. Okay, so we're actually just gonna take this if he can't kill more of the Vulcans. I think he's just gonna lose too much here. Let's see. No, the Overlord's doing work. Never mind, the Overlord's doing work. So he's going to probably... Does he have the tech? Yeah, he has Mothership tech. So this is a setup. He's got a setup here for Mothership tech, which is a great response to the hackers. But the carry arc lights that we're planning on going into next, on the other hand, is not going to cut the mustard. Or he's not going to cut the mustard, I should say. Someone's cutting mustard. One of us. We just don't yet know who's cutting mustard. Where did that... Where in the world, like... Cut mustard? Like, what do you actually do to cut mustard? You don't cut mustard, you squirt it, you scoop it. Who's out there cutting mustard to make this a thing? Oh well. Laser sights. There we go. The algorithm says to always ask for someone to comment about something. I want you to tell me in the comments who the hell is out there cutting mustard. If you cut mustard, let me know in the comments. Okay. Laser sights on a hacker is fantastic. Laser sights on one of the arc lights is also fantastic, but hacker's a little higher value right now. And then the question is, do we want to go anti-air right now on the arc lights or later? I think we do right now. And then we go ahead and do one of these. We get 1 more arc light. And we get armor. And with the missile strike, he's probably taking shields on these wasps. To be real, he's probably taking shields. I think we leave those phoenixes there. He's been a bit stubborn about reinforcing that side. And he's probably taking shield on these wasps. I still like it just to slow the wasp down a little bit. It's going to give this phoenix time to do more work on that Vulcan. But that phoenix is about out of lifespan. It's paid off. It's definitely paid off. But I think next round we maybe sell it to get 1 more upgrade on the carry arc lights. All right, looking good. Oh, he moved some wasps up. Okay, that's a good play. So I'm glad we got air first instead of damage on these Arclights, because they're just going to absolutely wreck these Phoenixes, these wasps. And that is what we need right now. Ah, beautiful. Look at that cleanup. We've got 1147 remaining. We might have one more round here. But those wasps are now, they're pretty much just not on the field. Especially once I saw the Phoenix. Because the Phoenix, you know, obviously they're shutting that down. But no, I think this is enough points here. Enough damage that he's out. Yep. Alright. Hackers, I gotta say, I'm really loving the state hackers are in right now. It used to be Hacker Fang was just so incredibly... There's a newer version of the game. Cool. Hacker Fang used to be so incredibly dominant, and so hackers were in this weird state where you were either the guy who went Hacker Fang every game, or you were the guy who built to counter Hacker Fang every game. that was it. That was all you did. But now hackers are this kind of rogue element. You can't really just go into the game knowing you're going to make hackers. You have to see those opportunities like we had here, and like our opponent had in the first game, I want to say it was, where suddenly hackers turn the tide just immediately. And I like that. That's a lot more interesting than just seeing them every game. Anywho, that's going to be it for today. Most importantly, of everything we talked about today, if you cut mustard, let me know. Because we're not on a hunt for the one person in the world who cuts mustard. All right, catch you guys later.